Okay, Blackie, what are you doing? Are you being a good girl? Katrina, are you being a good girl? Look at him. Talk to him. Yeah. Well, we're going to start our little garden tour here. I haven't given one for a while. I might have overwatered these today. These are Mexican daisies. I'm going to split them up in quarters and try and get them planted. They're a beneficial plant. These are some marigolds. The marigolds have been pretty tough to get started, but I got a few. And that's lavender. I need to figure out how to layer it and get some root propagation off of it so I can plant it amongst my other stuff. But we're going to do the full garden tour. I've been kind of embarrassed lately because it's been so damn wet and I haven't been able to get in the garden and do no work. But I think the tomato count's up to 155. And I had a bunch of grape tomatoes somebody gave me, so I planted a jungle of them. I'm using the Florida trellis method on these plants here, trying to keep them pruned up. I'm not a very good picture taker. We'll just go down one row of tomatoes here and check this out. Been having too much water. Too much water. Blackie, you know to stay out of the garden, don't you? But this is a Florida weave. What we've done is we've taken some pipe and welded some washers on them at 1 foot increments, and then we'll be able to tie them up with this baling wire every foot. So if they get taller than 5 foot, they're just gonna have to bend over, you know. I've got some sage planted there. It's a beneficial companion plant, and there's some lemon balm, oregano, mint. They're not looking too bad. That one's 1.5 feet. There's a nice one. These are Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes. They've got a real low seed content, and I'm going to sell those for my green tomatoes because everybody likes green tomatoes fried, or you can make chow chow out of them. There's some basil, lemon basil, I think. There's 76 plants in here. No, maybe more than that. Maybe 80. My potatoes have gotten a little weedy. That's an 80-foot row, and there's another 80-foot row. Pretty humid out tonight. I've got, this is turnips, beets, radishes, amongst some beans, but you can tell how it's been so wet, I haven't been able to operate real well. Can't run the tiller, and that's a lot of hoeing for a poor old man like me. That's beans, they suck. Here's some scallop squash right here. And down at the other end is zucchini. They didn't work out very good for me. I'm kind of mad about that. And these are the bumpy yellow squash. They're not as big as Junior. They're not as big as yours, Mr. Tolliver. But we're going to have a few. I see some more in there. You can't see it, but there's one. There's a couple right there. Fixing to get it on. I like these little scallop squash. They look like little flying saucers. They're pretty damn tasty. I've got it when it dries out this week. See, there's an example of I've been doing a lot of pruning. I pruned my stuff up about 8 inches from the bottom. There's the ladybug there. And I got to weed these peppers. You can't even see my damn peppers. It's been so damn wet. See if we can see them tomatoes. I don't know. Oh, there's a couple. They might be ready by July 4th. You're doing pretty good if you can have some July 4th tomatoes. What I've done, all that paper down there and them little chunks of white rock is gypsum or sheetrock. It's calcium. You add calcium. I put that calcium around there. It's a slow release, and it prevents blossom end rot. It's drying out nice today. There's a pretty nice plant. It's damn near 2.5 feet tall. And I've got, those are some orphan plants on the end over there that I got them stuck in the ground. Why not? We got the space. Still got to put in a lot of stuff. But there's some more zucchini. I just haven't had time to weed because it's been so damn wet. I've been pulling weeds, but it's not real effective. I'm only a human. You know what I mean? There's some, I should have picked them off to promoted growth, but these are some Roma tomatoes. But those over there are black tomatoes. They're gonna be black, and they're heirloom tomato. And then we got some white tomatoes too. And I wanna make some salsa. It's gonna be black, white, and red. If I could find some brown tomatoes, I'd throw them in there too. This is 24 rows of corn I planted about a week ago. And it's all popping. It's still wet and spongy out here. It really doesn't dry up real good. This is my cucumber trellis. Put them in about the same day we put the corn in. So I'm going to train these cucumbers to run the trellis. And I should probably put in some pole beans on the other side, but I'm out of pole bean seeds. Oh, and the water damage has wiped out a bunch of my beans. I planted these the same day I planted the corn. And these are bush beans. Planted them the same day I planted the corn and the cucumber. So everything's looking good over here except for the runoff shit. But I'll rake and hoe and put some more beans in there. I think I'm out of beans, so I planted all them beans. The weeding is just a never-ending deal. That's all okra right there. That's a real okra. This is popcorn. I didn't get to plant the Three Sisters method with it, but this is Three Sisters. No, it's Two Sisters. We got squash and corn. And then here we've got another type of squash. And that's just, this is eating corn. This is eating corn from down there to down there. We just got plenty of water, so we're not going to worry about that. Blackie, don't deviate from your path, or I'll put a foot in your path. Hey, get out of the garden. Corn. I believe this is zucchini, I'm hoping. I got a lot of weeding to do, but it's been so damn wet. Spaghetti squash. And this is ornamental corn. This is ornamental corn over here. Gonna save the stalks, the corn, and hopefully I'll be able to get some straw and we'll make those. And I got pumpkins in here too. But anyway, it's not very impressive, but it's all I can do. Thank you all for tuning in. Later.